So there's 7 untold secrets to why the law of attraction sometimes works against us. Now, this is something that I've found over the training that I've had with Grandmaster Aksha here in India for the past few days, and it's really blown me away because it's taken this awareness, this consciousness to a whole new level in a mystical way. And we're going to dive straight into it so that you can manifest what you want in life. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What do you think, bro? Shall we go for kiwi lemonade or shall we go pineapple iced tea? You sure? Okay, let's try this, see if this raises our vibrational frequency, shall we? Cheers to that. So artificial. Let's get on with it. So, welcome to another vlog, and this is going to be our first vlog here in India actually. I've been here for, has it been 10 days now? Today's day 10 of the training. I've got 20 more days. It's been very tackling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I've took a bunch of notes while learning a lot of these untold mystical secrets of the Himalayan mountains. What a lot of mountain yogis, they can practice a lot of different things, which is very out there for a lot of the normal people who kind of like are new to this stuff. So, but one thing I need to say to you, first of all, I'm just not allowed to tell you the full thing. I wish I could, but a lot of the information is confidential to the mountains. And there is a reason behind that, is because if you take some of the, let's say, imagine if you could change reality in any way you like. You could change also other people's reality in any way you like. And if it gets put into the wrong hands, basically it's not very good. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to get into this because I realized that it's not just as simple as what we've been speaking about. I mean, obviously I'm also growing in my journey also and going on to this journey of mastery. And so there's been a lot of shifts of awareness that I've understood. So I've actually translated it in an understandable way where I can convey it without actually giving away too many keys and secrets that may harm people, you know? So it starts off with the 7 things that actually stop people from actually attracting what they want. And starting, I mean, I'm going to start from the basics, then we're going to dive deeper and deeper and deeper up to the 7th point, which is one that you probably never thought about before, or even if you thought about it, you probably don't know how to align it. So we're going to get onto that one finally while we go step by step, okay? So the first one is understanding our conscious limiters. When we talk about conscious limiters, it means that all of the things that you know that you fear, you doubt, you don't really believe in. So let's say, for example, at the same time, you're probably thinking, Eric, how do I manifest winning the lottery, which I get a lot? Or Eric, how do I manifest my ex back, you know? Or Eric, how do I manifest love and attract love? But if you are conscious already, like somewhere inside your thought process, there's a, I don't think I'm good enough, or I don't think I deserve love, or maybe even like, will this law of attraction really work for me? What if it doesn't work? What you don't realize that's happening is consciously you are putting out the vibrational frequency, so you are therefore attracting it not to work for you. So this is what we call conscious limiters. Now moving on to the second part, we're going to change the scene. And the second point is the subconscious limiters, which a lot of you are aware of anyway, because we talk a lot about reprogramming the subconscious mind. This is something that you are not conscious about, but if you really, really think about it, like let's say from childhood, when we are programmed, it's from that age of 0 to 7 years old, when we are really programmed and we have these limiting beliefs. For example, if in the past you've seen I don't know, that mum and dad or dad was out there making money even, this was my scenario, and then you didn't have time with dad because of money, then you have a limiting belief, you have a negative thought around money. This is why through my teenage years and through my early days of entrepreneurship in my early 20s, whenever I made money, I always needed to spend it and get rid of it, but I didn't know why. So these are our subconscious limiters, and all of us have it. So it's very important to do certain things to actually get rid of those subconscious limiters. I've actually got different videos to teach you how to reprogram that subconscious mind. So that's the obvious again, but we're not really talking about the obvious here because I want to dive deep into what we call the into the superconscious. Now this is a weird one, and the sound might sound very weird right now, but this is what I was actually learning when I was in meditation with Grandmaster Aksha. I'm just gonna show you a little clip of that because it was really, really crazy. Then I'll explain to you what happened, because this is our biggest manifestation, yet we are totally unaware of it. So you guys seen how crazy the whole thing was, but you actually didn't actually hear what was going on, because what I then realized was that there's something else that governs our thoughts on a super conscious level. So meaning even times when you are, let's say, sleeping, there's something else that governs that. But we're going to get into somewhere a little bit more comfortable to talk about this, because in public, this might not be the thing to talk about. Okay, welcome in, just come in. I've been gathering my notes. If you just have a look. These are the points, the secret notes with the points, the energy points and everything like that for to get the perfect manifestation. Oh, welcome to my room, by the way. It's a nice hotel. I was eyeing up these here. Did you check these out? I'm really tempted because we've been eating curry, breakfast, lunch, dinner every single day, and I feel like I'm all curried out right now. I just want to have some, like, maybe just some, I don't know. I wanted a watermelon salad for a long time, and I never got it. And let's get into it. Super conscious. This is the super conscious disalignment. Okay, and what do I mean by that? If you think of it this way, how many of a time have you ever, let's say, had a dream, and that dream didn't make any sense whatsoever? Like maybe you were flying, maybe it was just something that in this physical reality you really felt like it couldn't happen at all. And how many of you have ever had a dream before where you've never seen that in this physical reality before? You've never thought about that thing before, and yes, yet that peculiar thing happened in the dream. So then comes the question, number one, it couldn't have been part of the conscious mind. And it also couldn't have been part of the subconscious mind, because the subconscious is purely the programming from your upbringing in society of the conscious mind, right? That's what forms the subconscious. So where does that information come from? What if I was to tell you, because the moment we think about something, because thought equals reality. So what does that mean? It means if we can think it, even in sleep, if we can dream it, that's already thought. It means it also equals reality. And think of all of the times when you've had a dream. Why is it that when you wake up, you totally forget it and you can't get your mind to recall what that dream was about? So what happens to your memory at that point? And who wipes the memory? That is what we call the superconscious disalignment. Because whether we like it or not, energy exists out there. And this, I had to go through a lot of practice and a lot of awareness, a lot of shifts to understanding a lot of energy points and alignment points to figure out, hey, what is that thing that actually governs all of this? Because whether we like it or not, there is this universal intelligence and this universal energies that exist out there. So, meaning that there is also something that takes control over our reality. I mean, let's face it, we didn't really just by ourselves choose when to come into this lifetime. Also, we don't really just by ourselves choose when to leave this lifetime. So who chooses? Because there is something we can't deny. There is something that's greater than us. That is the power that created us. And that thing exists. Now, without mentioning any, because there's things that can't really be disclosed at this point, because obviously I'm going through this whole mastery training right now. And afterwards, there will be certain permissions that I'll be given for certain things that I am able to reveal, and there's certain things that are confidential and are not time to reveal right now. But we are actually creating a documentary right now that we are going to push to Netflix for you guys to view that. So if you guys are interested and excited to see the whole documentary, it's probably going to be like a 1 to 2 hour documentary, like documenting the whole journey from up into the mountains, the training, the meditation, and all the mystical things that happen up in the mountains, and understanding law of attraction and manifestation on a much deeper level than anything you've seen before. If you are interested in that, just comment below with documentary, please, and maybe we'll give you guys notifications when it happens. So right now, all I can say is that there is something that governs that. Now, so what do I mean by disalignment? It means that if you are not aligned with that greater power, and you cannot communicate with that greater power, there's no negotiation to what enters into your dream reality, therefore equaling your real reality, right? This physical reality. And so until you find a way to channel, to tune in, to speak to that divine energy, then it's very hard to actually control that part of the manifestation, which contributes to a lot of the things. When you saying that the law of attraction is not working for you, right? Most of the time it's working because it's working all the time, but it's just that it's manifesting other things that are happening in your thought without you even knowing about it. So that's the third thing, so superconscious disalignment. The fourth thing is very simple. It's about your environment vibrations. What does this mean? While I've been going to different places, what I found is, because a lot of people, they always want to get into this realm of being able to connect with source. But sometimes, depending on your environment, where you are, with how much clutter there is around you too, right? Sometimes the energies won't allow you to open up that gateway. This is also another thing when we talk about opening up the third eye, something that I've had contact with over the past week of training, understanding where that gateway is and how to actually do that. Because when you do, then you know how to actually use the key to open up that channel, right? So it's very important to understand that your environment plays a big role. Now, what can you take away from this is to basically understand that if you understand it on the fundamental level, meaning that, okay, your environment, where are you hanging out? You know, is there a lot of chaos going on? Are you living in the city? Are you having time to actually take time out where it's more calm? Because when it's more calm, then it's a nice, clear channel from you to speaking to the divine. So sometimes in a lot of chaos in the middle of a city, let's say if you're in the middle of New York or London, it's going to be pretty challenging. And I've been finding that while I've been training here in Bangalore, especially the constant, those of you in India will know that horn sound is literally like it's like a second timer, you know? It tells you the seconds that are ticking by. So that's the fourth thing. The fifth thing, and I want you to type this below, right? If you type all of these points below, so it logs into that subconscious mind, right? So point number 5, tribe equals vibe. Extremely, extremely important. A few days ago only, my master said to me, one of the clutters that is inside my head is still some of the people that are in my life that don't need to be in my life right now, meaning they are not empowering me. They are kind of just causing a bit more noise in that head. And those people, if we can find a way to not spend too much time with them, then we have a clearer mind to actually manifest everything that we want. Otherwise, you need to think about this. How many of a time when people complain, it affects you? When it affects you, you start a dialogue with their negativity. Therefore, you are manifesting their negativity into your life. So that's why also a lot of the time when people practice the law of attraction, they're manifesting the opposite to what they want because they're manifesting other people's shit as well, right? So that's why tribe equals vibe. Understand, manage your tribe. So make sure that's high vibrational frequency. Everything's empowerment and positivity around you, okay? Point number 6 is your daily clutter. What does that mean? It means, what are you consuming your mind with? When you go home, are you like scrolling that news feed and seeing so much of this like clutter go into your head? News, are you watching the news, seeing all this mayhem and things happening around the world, right? And what about even your daily clutter? As in, when you walk into your room, is it an organized room? Is it clean? Or does it make you think so many different things? Because all the times you're thinking, oh, I should tidy this. Oh, that's a mess. Oh, why is this there? Why is that there? And this thing giving you memories, that thing giving you memories. Especially those of you who want to attract love into your life. You're holding probably items from your ex or your ex-ex, and then you're holding those items. Every time you look at it, in that subconscious, it kicks off a sequence. And then therefore you're attracting more of that pain and problems and whatever was from the past. So it stops you from attracting what you really want. Instead, it attracts what you don't want, right? So that's the opposite law of attraction again, right? So that's the 6th thing. Now, finally, going on to the 7th thing. Now this is a big one. Energy blockages. What does that mean? It means almost like when people talk about chakras. Now I got a whole new understanding about chakras. It's just the chakra has a chakra system starting from the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the root chakra. So we understand these points, but we don't understand actually that's the main system. But outside of that system, there's so many different points that are part of it as well. Meaning that this is why when we practice yoga, I mean, I've been practicing a lot of, you want to check out some of the moves? It's like, it was so hard. See for yourself. So you're probably wondering, why did I go through all of that? What is the point? Am I trying to build the physical body? Am I trying to build a six-pack? Is that what I'm looking for? What if I was to tell you that actually it's not, I mean, health, body, yes, that's important. But actually, what if I was to tell you that every different asana, right? Meaning every different yoga pose, if those of you not familiar with yoga, every different pranayama, so every different breath technique, every different way of you using your eyes, where you are looking, right? This is our energy source, right? Every mudra, the way you are placing your hand, even when you place your fingers this way, to this way, to this way, everything has a difference, right? Everything affects the way the energy flows. Because we are energy in connection with the divine energy, it's very important that everything is in flow for your manifestation to work properly. That's why if you want the perfect manifestation, it's not, and I know you won't like to hear this, but it's not as easy as you think it is. And even if you want to master this, there is a whole journey of mastery towards it. I mean, I've been waking up every morning like 5, 6 a.m. for training. I've been training 2 to 3 times a day. I've been dropping myself lotus pose into the pool. Like, it's the most uncomfortable thing ever. And why am I doing all of this, right? Why am I going through all this of this journey to mastery? Is because if I'm putting out these videos on YouTube right now, they're reaching out to millions and millions of people worldwide. I feel like I hold a huge responsibility. Every single day, I literally get messages from people on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, saying, Eric, I feel suicidal. Eric, I don't know what to do. Eric, I'm going through depression. I'm feeling so much responsibility now. So now, on what my master calls the seeker's journey, I feel like it's time to step up, to level up, and understand everything on a much deeper level. And that's why I'm going through all of this, so that I get the best of information to actually allow you to understand, especially through this following year after this whole training. I'm able to step it all up and teach you what a lot of people can't teach you out there, which is the secrets from the Himalayan mountains, the real mystical practices of how to actually connect to the divine on a much deeper level. Because when we have the awareness around all these energy points, and we can get the flow, and this flow of the destiny path and manifestation flow, and we can trust without any fear, that is when everything you want can be created whenever you want. Guys, if this video has been of any use to you whatsoever, if you've enjoyed it, got any value from it whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And your thoughts on this, And those of you who are excited for the Netflix video, the documentary, then make sure to type documentary below. We'll see how many votes we get. And I'm gonna need you guys to help vote for this to get into Netflix. Then we can help spread consciousness together so that we make this world a better place. Guys, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's that little bell sign, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos. Even when I'm doing 3 times training practice every single day, I'm still making these daily videos to make your year your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm gonna do a super manifestation close here. Watch this.